Well, hello tubers. Here's me and my FaV5. I think I need to get some white light in this for a second and get the light to adjust out a little bit better. Well, guess it's not going to, but hopefully my battery will last. But these two here, I'm kind of putting them in together as a single entry. I dug both of these up about 16 inches deep, about 2 foot away from the back wall on the back side of what was a fire pit. It had great big sandstone rocks, one of the nicest circle fire pits I ever found, and had chunks of charcoal that come out of it the size of your hand, and I actually still have some big pieces of charcoal of that saved from that fire pit. But as I was digging, up into a wall and coming up, and so this piece fell out first, and it actually had fell to the floor, and I seen it, eyes bugged out, and I was like, whoa, so stop, get my light, and I looked for where it fell out of, and I could actually see where the dirt had fell, and then left the dirt impression where this piece fell out of. Can you see that pink inside there? That pink's inside each groove. And so, my focus is doing, but I looked up in there and I could see this sticking out where it was actually sitting about like right there. And so I just grabbed it and pulled it right out. Come on, focus. It's not focusing. Maybe because my battery's too low. Or no. Well, it's not focusing. It's got a little pink in there too, but they took hematite and grooved the inside of those smooth everywhere they napped them out. As to why they left them there, we'll just never know. You really see the red net though. And instead of just regular doodle eccentrics, what a lot of people would call them, to me they're effigies. This is a bison head, or whatever, and this is like a running bison. Kind of how I thought of it, but they're very cool pieces. I was tickled to death to find them. And then one of my very first favorite creek points, this one right here, I call it an Eastern Parallel Lancelot. A buddy of mine said Rice Lancelot, and I'm kind of like with Terry. Rice Lancelot's kind of a throwback, kind of cheap version name. But unless you find a Rice Lancelot with a rice lobe, but I was standing in a hole about 2 foot of water and could maybe see about the size of a thumbnail of this thing shining and a bunch of great big rocks, and I poked my stick down in there, watched this thing come flying up through the water and flying up through the water. And it landed, boom, back down on top of this rock like that. And I went, oh my gosh. But that's always been one of my favorite creek finds. So that'd be number 2. And number 3, my apple creek from Mr. Mackey's Drive-In. I just love Apple Creek points. I have some out of the big sea of dirt and a little one out of the little sea of dirt, but they're all 2-3 inches, and this is a nice 4-inch point. Awesome, awesome material. Pink shadow in there. Just a stellar point. That, and then just getting to go places and dig with other people and stuff like that, that really makes it special. I mean, I really like Mr. Mackey. He's one heck of a guy. I really enjoy him, so that even makes this point even more special. And then, y'all seen me find this. This is one of my favorite Daltons, and it's missing a little ear. And then this tip was probably broke, and then they reworked it, because it is definitely whole. But it is a stellar Dalton. It even has some curve to it, you know. And it was, of course, probably more likely a knife than a spear point. But boy, that material. And that's the thing about, well, Paleo Indians, even transitional Indians, they were real big on the material they used. I mean, this stuff's really nice material on this side too, but and that bottom area there, it's like a picture of something, but a picture of what? I don't know. This up here always reminds me of a bird, though. But it's a stellar piece, man. And then this baby, my salvaged green banded glacial slate gorget. There's an original. Terry says it looks like it was corded even once. The original hole, where this thing would have been twice this size and been a hole here and another one there, whatever, and then broken. And they reworked it. Just some awesome working. Come on, focus in there, baby. Show us that edge. It's trying, but and they say that's how you know the difference between Adena and archaic gorgets is the Adena culture didn't drill all the way through. But it's a stellar piece, man. I love it. Well, there's my top 5. Well, 6 with them two together. But this was really hard for me, too. I mean, this was an extremely hard decision, because how do you have... It's so hard to have a top favorite when it comes to your arrowheads. And I love them all. And, as I tell you what, oh, there's a new lily out of the yard, but yeah, I have to throw these in there too. Is that whole case, that's number 6 right there. I love everything in there to death. That's all personal finds from all friends. Gifted. I almost wanted to make, and even this case of modern points, almost wanted to make those my two top. But man, it's dark over here in this corner. Sorry. Another thing, I like to collect butterflies, but those are the only ones I got so far. The parrot's face, but creek points. Always so many creek points. And then there's one of my favorite ones right there. Eddie said that's a Hennessy, which I can't find a Hennessy in the book. And with the tip gone, that's my only hidden valley. But it's so hard to have a top, but if I was going to have a top 5, that's what they would be. Those right there. There's Brooksy's top 5. I've really enjoyed everybody else's, and even haven't got to watch them all. I'm behind on videos, behind on comments, behind everywhere. I always appreciate everybody's comments, you know that. I'm really apologizing to a lot of you that have left a comment and I haven't been able to get back to so many. I'm sorry. I will try to do so within the next week or so. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much.